Good banter. That's some good banter. Bonjour. It is...
What's 14 in French?
Don't know.
Bonjour is French, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought you were going
What'd you say? What's 14 in French?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's episode 14.
Ah,
Yeah,
bonjour.
yeah.
Ah, oui.
Oui.
I know comme ci, comme ça, which is so-so.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, French class was a bit of a fuck around for us. Wodonga High. Believe it or not, French was not a language that people took overly seriously growing up in Albury Wodonga. But you're right, it's episode 14.
Is that something you do now if you you look back and you think, fuck, why didn't I maybe learn a language? That would have been...
No, wouldn't be French.
Where would you go?
Chinese?
Well, given everything that happened, well, you might be able to talk your way out of...
I don't know.
French would be nice. I remember I was in Europe a few years ago, 2011.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things when you're in another country, you don't know the language. You walk into a shop and you go, oh, we walked into this shop and I said, sorry, mate, do you speak English? And he goes, do you speak French? I'm like, oh.
No, they're a bit like that.
We're out of... We don't speak French, mate. Yeah, so I just walked out. That was
lost the business. But,
pretty boring start to the podcast.
We're away. We got some stories.
Mate,
got
it's great.
some
How you doing out
stories?
there?
So what do we got up? We've got where do we start? We've got a few things to discuss. A little story that happened to me, and this is going back a few weeks now to Christmas Eve.
Yes,
Christmas
back
Eve.
then, almost a month ago.
I can't believe I forgot at the time because it was quite humiliating. But so Christmas Eve, so I've gone down to the local supermarket to grab a few things Christmas Eve, a few things to eat Christmas morning for breakfast. And so I think it's just, I remember getting kicked out, you know, they're making the noises, making the announcements, we're shutting in 5, we're shutting in 3. So it must have been about 9 o'clock.
Bed.
And our shopping centre, our local Coles, shares a parking lot with the Bunnings.
Nice.
And so the whole Bunnings car park, although Bunnings had been shut for probably 4 or 5 hours, was chockers with about 200 rev head cars. So they're having one of those unofficial
drags,
drag, but more of a meet. So it's probably 200 cars, probably 90% blokes, big,
probably
good old-fashioned
99% blokes.
99% blokes, good old-fashioned sausage fest. All the cars around with the bonnet up, and it's just guys. You know, it's not my cup of tea. I'm not a car person at all.
Neither am I.
Couldn't give a shit. But you know, whatever you're into. So and they're loving it. Good, clean fun.
Yeah.
No trouble. It's got a weird vibe about it because there's fucking so many blokes. Must have been, if there's 200 cars, so there must have been 500,
not great for the environment.
500, 600 blokes, just everywhere. Big groups of blokes, all with the bonnets up. And there was they'd made sort of a track. So either you had two options. You were parked with your car with your bonnet up and people were just going around checking
looking
out
at
other
that.
people. Yeah, come and check out our car. There was some nice cars if you're into that sort of shit.
Look at my air filter.
And or you were doing the track, which was just this round track through the car park, going, you know, and the cars were doing that, whatever.
Yeah, nice.
Whatever that.
Was there any?
Not that I heard, but there probably would have been at some stage. So I'm So I was right over the other side of the Coles.
Run us through, what kind of... Would you know any of the cars? If you...
Look,
you got no idea.
Might have been a Ford Falcon.
Just at a guess, mate. There might have been a Ford Falcon there, I reckon. A souped-up Ford Falcon.
Bit of a Hail Mary, but I'm going Ford Falcon.
Ford Falcon. Holden Commodore. You know, the classics. The classics.
So they're all there.
Yeah.
The Falcons, the Commodores. And I was right over the other side of the... So I was right over the other side of the supermarket car park in my 2018...
Ooh.
Mazda 3.
That's nice.
Yeah, with nothing done to it. So your basic model with the auto and I've hit a heading off to a gig a while back. I hit a fucking kangaroo. So the bit of action on the front, bit of duct tape.
Whereabouts? Where were you?
Oh, I was out at Shitter's Ditch. Everyone was saying, beware of the ruse, beware of the ruse.
Yeah, no
like,
worries,
whatever. And mate, this kangaroo, yeah, bloody hit it full on, front on, and I was doing probably 100 Ks, and everyone said, I've always heard this growing up in the country, you don't swerve, just
plough through
them. And so this kangaroo, hats off to him. He took one for the team. He ducked at the last minute and got if he had been standing, it would have caved in the whole thing.
Hip and shoulder.
Even lower than the hip and shoulder. He got down low and he went boom, 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 boom under the car. And I looked in the rear view and he's just doing a fucking helicopter up in the air. He was so that was no good. And it was just a matter of time before one of us hit a roo, doing that, because we head off to gigs, country
gigs,
roads,
yeah.
it's the sun setting, which is their prime time. They're on the move.
Do you remember we did a gig? It might have been Deniliquin.
Oh.
Remember we were driving back and from
Deniliquin
and they were just on the side of the road.
Oh, it was creepy.
It was almost like they were daring each other who's going to run in front of the car.
Yeah. Oh, that gave me the creeps.
Oh, that was weird because they were just like, they were lined up. It was almost like that where it said kangaroos for 20 Ks.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. It was like we'd won like a premiership or something, and they were lining up on the side. It was a
cavalcade.
Yeah,
it was like a ticker take parade. Instead of people throwing ticker take or take,
it was kangaroos throwing
Joey's.
Joey, no, it's throwing not Joey's throwing
kangaroo
leaves
shit
or shit or I don't know.
Yeah.
So
we didn't hit one though, which was great.
Did not hit one.
Okay, cool story.
Anyway, so from that, front of my car's in, and I went and got it priced, and they said it was $1,500. I said, nah. So I went and got some duct tape for $8 from Bunnings and taped it up. You can hardly tell from about 150 metres away, but as you get close, you can see that, she's
all right in the dark.
All right in the dark. And I don't care. I'm not a car person.
No.
So hence the Mazda 3. Wife's got a nicer car. I don't. I've never been one for cars. But anyway, so I've got in, and I'm a fair way from the action, all these cars, but I can see something's going on. And I'm like, it's Christmas Eve. It's a beautiful, balmy night. And I was like, I'm going to go and check out, just drive over on the way out. I'm just going to drive a bit closer and see what's going on over there. I knew it was obviously a bit of an unofficial, not illegal, but car gathering. So I've headed over, and I've like, oh, fuck. All of a sudden, there was one car behind me, two cars behind me, and I've gone to turn right, and it was
like
blocked.
The conga line. You ended up in the conga line.
And I'm like, I've got no way out. and so all of a sudden, I'm in this fucking circle of I'm in the
circle with all the Falcons.
The circle with all the Falcons.
And the Commodores.
And
were you fat arming it? What were you doing? Or were you just going, what the fuck?
I started to feel a bit sick in the guts. And I had, I was just dressed like shit. And everyone was obviously making a big effort, and their cars were all jazzed up, and mine was just... Anyway, so I'm stuck, and so I had to do the whole lap to get out of it. And everyone's just going, "Whoa, check out that! Whoa, look at that! Oh, wow!" And you just see like, is that a fucking bloke by himself in a Mazda 3? Because all the other cars, all the seats were full.
Yeah.
And it was one big sort of Islander Maori looking bloke, and I just heard him. And I try not to make eye contact with anyone. I made eye contact with him, and he just goes, "You've got to lift your game, bro." And I was like, "Just get me out of this circle."
That's crazy how you've got that close, and it's like when you go to check out a fight or something, and then you end up in a fight or something. Yeah.
It was
I'm in.
It was like getting caught in a current. Like
like a rip.
Like a rip. I couldn't get out of it. I couldn't get out.
You had to swim across.
Oh, it was bloody humiliating. And then, 3 minutes later, I was back at home. Just thinking,
that was
how was the
crazy.
shops? It was a living hell, babe. Yeah.
Have you ever been? My first car was. I fell in love with a like HZ Ute. It was a piece of crap, and Dad told me not to buy it. I've been and checked out heaps of Utes.
Yep.
but I fell in love with this ute. It was a great ute. Like I said,
Flat tray?
It was it wasn't a tonner. It was a regular ute.
I'm trying to get the lingo.
Yeah, no, very good,
Yeah,
mate.
no,
Flat
cheers.
tray, that was pretty good. You're like
Cheers.
tonner, mate. Tonner,
Tonner.
that's what I shoot. See, I just thought surfy dude. I probably should have gone the panny, but
Yeah,
I couldn't
nice.
find. But I was also a landscape gardener, so I thought
So
I need a
practical.
ute. I didn't have a dog. I didn't put the dog in the back of the ute. But I had this shitty HZ ute. Dad said not to buy it. He said it's rusty. And, that fucking caused me dramas. But I always used to... I wasn't a V8 either, but there were times where people thought it was maybe a V8 because it's a bit louder. I don't know whether there's a hole in the muffler or something like that. But I sort of was showing off this one night. I must have been about 19, and I ended up at some mates played in an EFL grand final, maybe in the under 18s or maybe the reserves. Out at Bayswater, so I went and watched the game there, and I was on my P's, but I maybe didn't take the drink driving laws. Maybe had 6 beers.
Well, you can't have any.
No,
as you probably know.
I know that. Stupid thing to do. So I've had 6 during the day.
Yep.
And then I was meant to go to a trade school party. That was organised. We go on the Wednesday at trade school. We're going, come on, we're going to Cam's joint. And we ended up, like 3 of us rocked up to his joint. And he's just sort of just opened the door and go, what the fuck are you doing, boys? I'm not having a fucking party, you dick. We'd almost talked him into having this party.
Yeah, nice.
We've rocked up there and he's gone, nah, I'm not having a fucking party. So this is like 8:30 at night. I said, what the fuck am I going to do? I said I'm going to this party, so I ended up chatting to me mates who were at East Burwood Footy Club.
Oh, good club.
The reserves had won the premiership or something like that. So I've taken the ute there. I've caught up with them and in the club rooms just getting pissed and whatever. And then I thought maybe later at night it's a good idea to
get behind the wheel.
Yeah, good
thinking.
Get the old HZ ute.
And again, we don't
there.
condone
We
this
do
in
not
any way.
condone this at all. Stupid things you do when you're 19. And so there's people in the back of the ute. There was someone in the passenger seat. A mix of men and women, and we're sort of gone over this hill at East Burwood. And
still in the property of the footy club?
Still in the footy club, but sort of come around, and so on the grass, and there was this guy and this woman getting intimate on the hill. So what do? You flash your high beams, you're on the horn, everyone's yelling out, boop, 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 boop. Good on you, mate. Bloody, good on you, bud. And,
good times.
We've sort of pulled up, and he's run over, and I thought he's going to go, yeah, nice joke, mate. And I've gone, g'day, mate. And he's just gone fucking crack. I've gone, oh, fucking hell.
Threw one through the window.
Threw one through the, obviously had the window down.
Yeah.
Bang, smash. And I thought, clearly not a fan.
No.
I thought he would have minded it, but he was straight out of there and, into me. So I've sort of become a bit gun shy at that stage. I thought I'll just go park the ute up.
Yeah, call it a night.
Maybe call it a night. And went back inside and had a few more drinks.
Yep.
And then the courage sort of returned.
Oh, good.
I thought, well, you know what, mate? I've been punched in the face. I've done a bit of. I thought, what about a few donuts in the car park?
A few doughies. Yep.
A few doughies in the ute. 19-year-old kid.
Another good idea.
Another bloody great idea. He's thinking straight, the boy. And so people in the back. One person in the front. Once again, this guy's a fucking funny guy. He's just been punched in the... He doesn't give a shit.
He's
funny.
Good man.
He's funny. So I've gone full lock on the bloody... And it was a manual. So... And I couldn't... It would spin... The wheels would spin in first gear. But then I had to change it into second gear. And then it didn't quite spin then. So I'm in full lock. I've gone first gear... It's going crazy. Drop it into second. Bang! The tyres grip. I'm up over a gutter and fucking bang! I'm like, oh God, what the fuck? I've hit a tree.
Oh no!
And I'm just like, Oh, no. First thing, I'm like, fuck, is everyone all right? I hope no one's flipped out of the ute. And this is fucking horrific.
So they're in the ute.
They're in the ute. A few people in the
Ooh.
back. Everyone was all right because I
Good.
wasn't going that quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've done that. I've got out and I've seen the side panel of the ute. And it's pitch black apart from the headlight. And I go, it's a bit of damage, but everything's all right. And it was at that point I said, all right, enough's enough, Evo. You've had your fun. You've probably
lucky to get away with what you've got
get
away with.
what I've got away with.
Yep.
What I'll do, I was meant to be staying at my mate's who was having the trade school party.
Yep.
That didn't eventuate.
No.
So I thought I'll crash in the back of the ute. So
Well, nothing's bad happened in the ute.
That's it.
So far, so.
I'll sleep in the back of the ute. About 2 hours in, starts belting down rain. I'm like, oh, shit. So now I'm in the ute trying to sleep in there. And it wasn't bench seats, it was bucket seats.
Yeah.
So it was uncomfortable. I've got a gear stick up my ass. I couldn't crouch up enough, so I had sort of feet out the window. Yeah. And I've woken up in the morning and everything's hit me. You know when you got that hangover and you're just like,
peace in the night together.
Peace in the night together. I go, yeah, I've hit a tree, and I look at the quarter panel, left-hand side quarter panel. I'm like, fuck. It's worse than what I thought it was. It's all caved in. I'm thinking, how am I going to explain this? I can't tell the truth.
No.
I'm living at mum and dad's joint. They're going to start asking questions. So I'm like, fuck, what do I do? So I've gathered up the courage. I said, what I'll do, I'll pretend that maybe someone's backed into me.
Several times.
Yeah. I mean, there's wood chips all in the panels. And they go, what hit you? Fucking a tree, a fucking logging truck. Yeah, so I've
get away with it.
Well, yeah, I've gone up the driveway. I've gone, bloody hell! What's going on? I said, someone's reversed into me, bloody ute. They go, what do you mean? I said, look at me front quarter panel. You know, they must have reversed. I know when it was. It was on Friday. I reversed into a car park at the shopping centre, and I reckon someone's hit me there. And I go, oh, geez, that's no good. I go, bloody hell! I've acted it all up, and I think I got away with it. I think it was pretty good acting.
That's and they fell for it.
Well, I mean, if they listen back to this, they might go, maybe we knew,
maybe
we just
I
didn't.
Think quite often not much good happens in cars in footy club car parks.
No,
because quite often it's that loose gravel, and
yeah,
it's sort of tailor-made for a good burnout. There's a bit of, your mates are around. And
I think I wish this was gravel, but it was asphalt. That was the problem. That's why the car gripped.
Didn't slide.
Like, if I should have gone the loose gravel. That's when I could have really got her sideways.
I remember once, this is the Wodonga Footy Club, Martin Park, and this is going back a long time, and she was really loose gravel. And this guy, Josh Baker, lovely kid, he had this, everyone had a piece of shit car back then. He had this, probably his Nana's 1976 Escort or something. It was just a shit box. And anyway, another mate of mine, Truey, had this big sort of van thing. And Josh has just turned up to footy train, getting his bag out the front. He's a lovely bloke, happy as a lark. Hey, Truey, how you going? And Truey's backed the van towards him. And so it was, and he goes and just laid this massive patch so that the gravel would all shoot at Bakes, and I don't know what he thought was going to happen, but I don't. Again, in his wildest nightmares, I don't think he could foresee what was going to happen. And he just went, so and it was like someone at like 15 guys, when. Have like machine guns and shoot up a bar or something.
Yep.
It was like that. It was just and all the windows smashed. First the front side smashed closest, and then even the far side smashed.
Of
Bakes' car.
I thought it was Bakes just standing there.
No, he was standing in front of his car.
He's got bullet holes in him.
So Bakes has obviously ducked for cover, and this car, it was just like 5 guys have just laid into it with a machine gun. There was, and there were holes, not holes, but dents. The car was fucked. The car was totaled.
Yeah.
And, so windows blowing out, closest windows blowing out, and then once they blew out, the furthest windows blew out.
Oh,
and
God.
it was unbelievable. It was, and Truey got out, and obviously
He's
was
gone.
like, Jesus. And he goes, mate, I'll pay for that. I'll pay for that. I don't know whether he did. But, yeah, he made short work of Bakes. I've never seen anything like it. It was unbelievable.
And some people, if you're a real car lover, like I know my old man, he takes so much pride if you really love your car, like that's like it's more.
Well, that's not a dent. The car was fucked.
That's fucked. That's worse than the hail damage from a bloody storm or whatever.
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
See you later. That's a write-off.
It was a write-off.
That's going with a tip.
So that's a fair bit of car talk.
That is a car talk for blokes.
So that's a fair. But we've got a bit of time left. So any other this story?
Yeah, go.
And we agreed we don't need segues in this.
Nah, we just chat what's going on.
If we've flogged a dead horse with one topic, we'll just move on to the next
probably
topic.
have with the cars there. Mine went on for about fucking 3 hours.
It was that was good. Good story. Had
Thanks,
a good,
mate.
nice, happy ending, and no one was hurt. And again, we don't condone.
Yes.
Drink driving. It was a long time ago. It was a different world back then.
It was.
But it was probably still frowned upon back then. Anyway, so this little tale is a little warning. I don't know if it's a warning, but getting mates to do jobs.
Yeah.
So got a guy I know through work, and you try and help your mates out.
Give them a bit of work.
Give them a bit of work.
Yeah.
Throw a bit of love.
A bit.
Just get them some work. So this guy, know him through work, and he's a locksmith, does security systems.
Great.
So I thought, we need a security system. We'll get him to do it. Happy days. Anyway, so he's come around, check the joint out, and straight away he said, "Oh, it's going to be a bit difficult to hardwire it." So, which is I don't think it should be because I don't. But anyway, so he said it's all got to be it's all got to be batteries, and he said, "Mate, we'll get you this one." It's the ducks.
He's doing it.
It's the
he's doing
bees
it on
knees.
the cheap. He goes,
Do it on the cheap, cashy, happy days. Anyway, so he's installed this thing. Wasn't cheap, and this thing it's a fucking piece of shit. Like it is useless.
So you're talking about the alarm system. Door closes. You set the alarm. Bang.
So the idea is, we set it when we go out, and someone comes in, and then boo, and then it just goes basically crazy noise so loud that you wouldn't hang around. So they do the bolt.
Yep.
Anyway, so we said he set it so the dog wouldn't set it off. Our dog doesn't move. It's that old. She's not.
I've come here 3 weeks in a row. She's in the fucking same spot.
Yeah,
she moved in the last 3 weeks. Have you checked her pulse?
She may be dead. She's starting to.
She didn't bark.
She's not in. No, she doesn't bark. She's not in good nick. So anyway, so somehow her bloody flap of her paw or something must be setting this alarm off. So we've had to get it adjusted. It's going off during the day. So we've set it to go away. Down to Geelong for Christmas.
Yeah.
Happy days. And so we're down in Geelong, and this thing's going off all hours of the night. When this thing's fucking turned off, it goes off. It goes off when it's not meant to. It doesn't go off when it's meant to. It's a fucking train wreck. So we're down. So he came around a couple of days before Christmas, spent a good 2-3 hours here, just fine tuning everything, changing all the batteries. Of course, they're not normal batteries. Costs us about $150 to change these batteries over.
Yeah.
So we're down in Geelong, get a call from the neighbours. Your alarm's going off.
Julie's going mental.
Jules with us.
Okay. She set it off
Jules
anyway.
She's set it off from 150 k's away. Alarms going off.
Oh.
We're ruining everyone's Christmas. So I was pissed. I was at the pub pissed.
Yep.
Down Geelong at Billy Brownless's pub.
Cremorne.
Great pub.
Great pub.
Great publican. great. He greeted every single person as they walked through the door. He was on a roll. He was on the punt. He was getting pissed. He was chatting with blokes.
What a life! What a life! I mean, his liver's probably going, Billy.
But was he just the ultimate? Couldn't remember anyone's name. Hey, Coco, and everyone just loved it. Oh, Billy's there. Billy got me a beer.
It's great.
It's what it's all about. So I've been on the cans. So Tam, the wife's had to jump in the car, drive, drive 100 and a couple of hours to turn this alarm off, rip it out of the wall. And the issue is that if you just got a company to do it, you'd ring them up and say, "This is bullshit. We want our money back."
Because it's a mate.
Oh, what do you do?
Where's the warranty? He's fucking in the Bahamas or something like that. And he goes, got Tommy.
It's bloody. It's a tough one, and it's hard on him as well. Like he doesn't want to be in this situation. I don't want to be in this situation. But I mean, what do you do?
You start again.
Start again. Well,
start again. What have you done?
Well, I'm not sure at the moment what we're doing. We're we're in talks.
Maybe hit us up. Anyone who is listening to this, hit us up at reallygoodbanter.com. No, at Gmail. What is it? reallygoodbanter@gmail.com.
We'd love to hear your thoughts, but
thoughts on what Tommy should do about this bloody alarm system that doesn't work. His mate's installed it. The thing is going haywire. Should he hardwire it?
But now on Bunnings, you can $200 at Bunnings. You can get one that sends images to your phone. Ours didn't do any of that.
No.
Ours was just a piece of shit.
Yeah, a few of my mates have got one where, it pops up on the phone. You can see if someone's at the house and stuff like that.
Yeah, and you can talk
Big
to
Brother
them.
is watching.
Yeah, you can talk to them.
Yeah.
But, it's a bit of
Have you had any other mates do I guess, because you're not a tradie, but that's what happens when you're a tradie. People, maybe family members, expect you to do things.
Yeah.
I've mum and dad, they've renovated the first house to sell it, and I sort of did the landscape. I don't mind. I enjoy the landscaping.
And it's if your parents. I mean, I'm sure.
It's
sure
great.
They've done stuff for you.
I'm sure they definitely have. Yeah, but my brother-in-law, he's a builder, and he is definitely higher in the will than
rightly so.
My brother and me and my sister, because he basically did the majority of the beach house. And it was it wasn't great for him. It was probably worse for my sister. She wanted to divorce him, but she couldn't until he finished the reno.
It's
Dad
it's a hard look. It's a tough one because when shit goes, I'm sure there's been many mates that have it's ruined a relationship when they've done some shitty work. And what do? You haven't intentionally done the shitty work.
And it's when sometimes mates come across it, they're almost too full on. Yeah, mate, I'll do that. And then you can never get them there. Mate, I thought you were going to do it. 6 months later, they haven't done it. You're like, mate, I would have paid someone. You go, yeah, I'll get there.
Because they treat it as like a side job. You still need it done. Yeah, it's not ideal. I'm sure everyone's had it happen at some stage. So we're we're nearing the end. We got time for one more quick one. Or?
Yeah, let's go for a quick one. We'll mix it up because we a lot of car talk.
A lot of car talk.
Yeah, where are you going to go? Where are you going?
This was a little while back. Have you got any? I feel like I'm hogging the.
Actually, I'll do something where a while ago you talked about your marathon. So this is just pretty. I'm trying to get fit.
Yeah,
trying to get fit. Good. I sort of started the new year. I thought, and I want to do things that maybe like hiking. You hear the word hiking and it doesn't sound great, does it? But I thought, you know what? Instead of sitting around being on social media or stuff like that, I'll get out. Yep. So I was down at Rosebud. This is a few weeks ago when I was down Rosebud Way. I thought I was down. Mum and Dad were there. Kristen was working. I thought, you know what? I'll go for a walk. I'll drive somewhere and I'll go for a little walk somewhere. Okay. I haven't been doing much exercise, so I go down to Cape Shank near
just by yourself.
Just by myself.
Okay.
Because I like it sort of gets. You probably can't do that because you got kids and all that kind of stuff. Where I'm free as a bird.
So I love a run.
Yeah,
I go for a run.
And I don't know whether I'm just using my knees as an excuse, but I definitely use them a lot. So they are sore, but maybe I need to just push through.
You've had a Rico?
I've had a Rico, a few arthroscopes.
Yeah.
Just years and years of football
wear and tear
coming back to bite me. So I don't really run, but I thought I'll go for a bit of a walk. I had these thongs on, the Archies, which are a great thong because they're not the flat sole. They've got a bit of an arch support.
Got a bit. Yep, you sacrifice fashion for comfort.
Comfort, yeah. They're definitely not the coolest. They're not the coolest
That's
looking.
a fairly thick looking. I think I'm just on a bad angle here, but.
Sorry, yeah. If you're on the YouTube,
but from the top,
see
they
those.
look all right.
Yeah, they look all right. But, I thought what I'll do. I went down to Cape Shank, and there's a 3-kilometre walk to Buccaneer Bay. I'd never been there, but I thought
sounds nice.
Get out there,
smell the ocean,
suck in the ocean air, suck it. Maybe do a bit of bird watching. I don't know what the birds are, but just get out of the social media. So all right, no worries. So I'm rocking up. I'm in shorts. I'm in a t-shirt. I'm in my Archies. All right.
Okay.
Now I take off. I think it's just a little walk. 3Ks there, 3Ks back, 6Ks in my Archies.
Yep.
I'm fine. There's people coming about 300 metres in. I see these women who have got these shoes on. They've got, the
shoes
drink.
on.
They've got shoes on.
Jesus.
It's amazing. And they had those, the backpack with the water and that.
Yeah.
I'm going,
I'd rather die of thirst than wear one of
and
those.
I'd had a few drinks the night before. I didn't have a water bottle. I thought, how hard can this be? And they got the drink bottles. I go, Jesus, settle down, girls. You get hard enough.
Is it 3? It's 3Ks.
3Ks there, 3Ks back.
So it's 6Ks, and they're putting on
all that kind
backpacks.
of shit. So they're there. There were ladies with, those people who've got like the 2 sticks.
Yep.
Like there was someone who looked like
skiing.
there's someone looked like they got oxygen, like they're about to fucking climb Everest. Jesus. I said, what are you doing? So I've got there. I've gone into the water. I've had a bit of a swim.
Yep.
I've chucked the Archies back on, and I've walked back. And it's always good because on the way back, it always seems not as far, doesn't it?
It does.
First time you go somewhere,
you
go bang.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, I've got a bit to go. But I made it easy, and I'm looking by now it's 11, 12 o'clock, and people are starting to go.
Yep.
There's everyone there, and they've got the running gear, they've got the Lorna Jane, they've got go fucking settle down, guys. I've done that in Archies and shorts, and I thought, who are these pussies? I've just done 6Ks from Buccaneer Bay and back. And I thought I was a man. I thought I was good. And I'll tell you what, though, it has come back to bite me because for the next 3 days, I could not fucking walk. My calves were killing me. My knee flared up. My back was sore. My hammies.
Just from a 6K walk.
Just from a 6K walk in the Archies.
Archies or no Archies, they're still thongs, I think.
And they're definitely thongs, but I definitely should have worn the proper footwear. I should have taken it seriously. So to those people who I walked past and look at them in disgust, who had hiking gear on, who had the sticks supporting them. I mean, those ladies were 90, so I understand that.
Yeah.
But I did maybe even turn my nose up at you. Well, I apologise. I was well off the mark, and the next time I go and do a 6K thing from Buccaneer Bay,
you'll be better prepared.
I'll be better prepared. So,
no, that's a good little message for everyone, I think, to just prepare and don't wear the Archies.
Oh, jeez, my knee. Yeah, jeez, it took me a while to recover from that.
But you're back.
I'm back,
mate.
And
that's good.
I'm back.
And that's good. And that's, mate, that could be another one in the can.
There we go. Number 14.
14. We're getting there.
Flying, mate.
14. I remember our first. We'll be back in the, hoping to get back in the studio sometime so we can call some people.
Yeah.
Let's got some stories.
But also, hey, hit us up. Get us on the Instagram again, the Good Banter page, the Twitter. Tell your mates about the podcast if you're enjoying it. It's just good banter. It's a bit of a shit talk. If you want us to hit us up on the really good banter @gmail.com. Let us know what you think. We apologise if we haven't got back to your emails. We will get back to you all. Tell your friends. Give it a rating. It's on Apple Podcasts. It's on Spotify. It's on the YouTube. And let us know how we're going. If we're doing good, tell us. If we're doing bad, tell us that as well. We don't care.
So we need to know. So happy
It's almost
Happy
Australia
14th.
Day. Yeah.
Nearly Australia Day.
Have a good one.
Keep it real.
See ya.